Hey guys, and welcome back to part 2 of sewing the vintage hood, which I am currently wearing right now, as you can tell. These are the things that I'm going to be working on and taking you through the journey of completing this garment piece. So the first thing that I wanted to do is start out by squaring everything up because the ends were quite uneven. So my plan was lay it out and then I can cut to create a more even bottom piece. And then I moved on to top stitch around the edges in the front. Here's a gray sheet I found for the hood lining, and then I hunted down the actual pattern piece that I needed to cut out and proceeded to lay it out on the sheet. Then I stitched the hood together. I ended up getting it stitched on, and I went through and did a hand stitch all along where the seam is in the middle, just so the hood actually stays down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a top stitch along here just to give it some more finished look. And then I ended up hand stitching all this down here so that it meets all the way, since I didn't do it in the correct order of steps. But the hand stitching was fine, and I actually really enjoy hand stitching, so that wasn't too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and top stitch this with my sewing machine really quick, and then I'm probably going to move forward with serging all of the ends just because I think it will give it like a more finished look. I only have 3 of these and 1 darker gray, so I'd have to kind of like play with the colors. Moving on to the top stitching. Once I got that done, I was ready to start serging, but of course you have to test it out first, so I did until I got it. Then I went to town on serging the bottom pieces, and here were all my baby scraps leading up to finishing the final serged edge. And then I weaved them in with just like this needle and cut all the excess thread off. And for whatever reason, I just felt like it needed an extra top stitch around the front, so I went ahead and did that with my walking foot. Hey guys, if you stuck around this long, here she is in her final beauty. I will go ahead and insert a picture here and just show you the head to toe version of this. If you watched, I did put in several seams. We've got the top stitch right here, and it was still kind of like flapping open whenever I would put it on. So I went ahead and included another top stitch, just I guess a couple inches from the previous one. I probably would have made it a little bit wider, but I definitely think that it added stability for whenever you're wearing it. But here it is, and I put a top stitch around the top of the hood, which really helped. The lining, I'm so glad that I went ahead and did lining on this because oh my goodness, it was just not that cute. I would have at least had to roll it over. But then again, I still think that it looks so much better with lining. I did end up fixing the bottom of it, evening it out, which you saw previously. But then whenever I was serging the edges, which I totally did, you can see here, I had to go through a lot of trial and error trying to figure out my serger because it's the first time I've ever used it on a project. It did so well. I was really excited about it. But I will have to go back and serge off one of the ends, I think, because I don't think I got them quite even. I think I cut too much in the beginning, and then when I went all the way around, I cut not enough towards the end. So I'm probably gonna just save that for another day. Yeah, so I am done with it. It is really cozy. I did sew this on the edges just to give it some extra like whenever you're wearing it with your arms, because it was really awkward to put on without any stitches right there. Yeah, so highly recommend stitching something together for the arms if you do make ponchos or hoods or whatever this is called. I'm not really sure. It's like, I think the pattern called it like a cape hood or something. And I finished it just in time for 70-degree weather, which means perfect. I'm gonna have to put it in the closet and pull it out probably in the fall, which will be a while, but that's okay. I'm just glad to have it done. My husband did make a recommendation that I need to make pockets for it, and I think he's kind of right. I think it does need pockets, but I'm not up for it at the moment because I'm ready to move on and start sewing a new project that I'm really excited about. If you stick around, I plan to make my first summer top that will be in this bed sheet that I found at a thrifted store. So I'm really excited to move on, but check me in the next video and Thank you so much for watching if you got to this point. Really, thank you.